My name is Paul Strasser. I am the founder and director of the Red Wolf Sanctuary and Raptor Rehabilitation Center. We started off this project almost 50 years ago with red wolf animals that came out of the wild. And so the idea was to build a facility, a teaching facility, so that the kids who lived in this country can learn to appreciate their own wildlife. We take care of injured wildlife that can go back in the wild. So we have bobcats, wolves, coyotes, foxes, coy dogs, bears, gray foxes. It's all North American predators or native wildlife. So I'm going to take you through the grounds as much as we can without ground. Okay, so we have 452 acres. It's not designed to be a zoo. It's designed to be a teaching facility. So, but unfortunately, we get animals faster than we can get things done. You know, it takes money, muscle, and minutes to get things done.
I mean, we've seen some pretty amazing things already. It's just so important to be able to have this land and this habitat for these animals.
Visualize a herd of elk and bison out in there. But again, the whole idea is 99% of the prairies have been wiped out in this country because prairie grass, prairie land makes great subdivisions. A lot of what we get are pets that can never go back in the wild. That's why it takes so much money to build facilities. Then they want to get rid of it, and then you have to find some sucker who's willing to spend the rest of his life or her life taking care of these things, because they can live decades. Wild animals are kind of like kids. You know, they're incredibly cute when they're little, but if it's a bear, which we've taken out of people's houses, it grows up to be 700 pounds. The cuteness stops after it eats you. You know.
Speaking of eating, you might be wondering, how do you feed an entire sanctuary full of hungry wild animals?
Frozen or thawed out meat for like a big cat or something like that doesn't allow them to burn up the calories that they would normally in tearing flesh and breaking bones. So yes, a natural diet of roadkill deer and occasionally a calf or something like that is, yeah, very good.
So where does all of that roadkill come from? A little help from the Indiana Department of Transportation.
They have a spot that they can drop it off.
Wow, how about this?
So I will go through that. Some years we've gotten up to 300 roadkill deer, which again, you figure a wolf could by theory eat 20 pounds of meat in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
So when we had 20 wolves at one time, that's a lot of meat that we wouldn't be able to afford buying.
Yeah.
So if the DNR or the state didn't bring us the deer, we would be in a hard way to feed all these animals. We give tours by appointment only. It's a guided tour. You travel around in the cart to see the stuff. Because we're a USDA facility, all the tours have to be guided. So people don't walk around and you're not allowed to come in direct contact with the animals. To have those animals that were wiped out coming back and live right here again, that's pretty cool.
It sure is. Now, to learn more about the guided tours and educational opportunities at Red Wolf Sanctuary, visit redwolf.org or call the number on your screen.